Starting with interest rates, give us a quick snapshot of where interest rates are at for 30-year, 15, and then maybe some of the programs like FHA, VA, conventional, and how they all break down.
Excellent. So interest rates are on the rise. So we're expecting in 2022 to have 4 rate increases. They've already gone up. We're up 1% from this time a year ago, but they're still historically low. I think it's all about perspective.
It is, yeah.
So today, 3.875 on the 30-year fixed mortgage. At 15 years is going to be about 3.25.
Okay.
On that.
And that's on a conventional loan?
That's on a conventional loan. And then you have investment property, a lot of investors buying, great cash on cash returns. We have great investment programs, usually about 4.375, paying a point. A point equals 1% of the loan amount, so you don't have any 0-point loans on those.
Gotcha. So you're always paying at least a point, and then you'll get it down to in like the low 4s or mid 4s, basically.
Correct.
Okay. FHA and VA, I know historically they've been lower than conventional in interest rates. What are those sitting at?
So those are around the same as conventional right now. So FHA is a 3.5% down program that allows borrowers to stretch into homes. We can have a higher debt to income ratio.
Nice.
Those interest rates are running right around 3.875 as well. And the VA, we love helping our veterans. Those are 0 down home loans. And those are also right around 3.875 today.
I thought you said, we were talking earlier, and you kind of said something that stuck out to me. The amount of dollars in difference from a, $370,000 loan from a year ago to today, and even a month ago to today. Want to talk about that for a sec?
Yeah, so as home buyers rush into the market to buy something prior to home prices continuing to rise because of low supply.
Yep.
As the rates go up, I always tell people there's never been a better time to buy real estate than now, because you can cash in on some equity, try to buy before rates go up.
Of course.
So on a $370,000 home 1 year ago, the payment was about $200 less. So that's a pretty big deal for people buying real estate.
Yep.
And then just 1 month ago, you would pay about $100 less.
Right.
So the rates have increased that much just in a short period of time. And if they continue to go up, affect the buying power.
Of course. And then, so knowing that, like we said, the best time to buy is now. What is your projection then for interest rates throughout the rest of this year?
I think with inflation, everybody's afraid of inflation. So I think, and with the government tapering off the bonds since the pandemic of the COVID-19, rates are going to continue to rise. Yeah. But that doesn't mean, it's a bad time to buy real estate, because we talked about it. Perspective, we're historically low. So if we're below 4, I remember during the last boom in 2004, 5, and 6, the interest rate was between 5.5% and 6%, and nobody thought anything about it.
Right.
They just continue to buy. So we're at below 4%.
Right.
So we're still in great shape.
And I think it's like funny when people are complaining about having a high interest rate at 3.8 or something like that.
Right.
And I'm like laughing because 4 years ago when I bought a house, it was 4.25, and I was like pumped that it was 4.25.
Yes.
So it's just all about perspective. But to your point, there is a big dollar difference from low interest rates to high interest rates. So if you're going to buy and you're looking, I would much rather pay equity in a home than the bank on interest rates personally.
Well, you do. And my thoughts are prices continue to rise, rates continue to rise. So a lot of people that are waiting, and we have stories, and I had a gentleman 2 years ago, when they call, they wish they would have bought 2 years ago.
Right, of course.
They said, rates were lower and the prices were lower. So don't be that guy 2 years from now, right?
And there's a lot of people, I've been working with a lot of buyers that have been looking for a year or two, and they're just kicking themselves now because they wish they would have gotten the market back then.
And they will in 2024. We'll be having this conversation and talking about that.
Still kicking themselves.
And we look at videos that you and I did 2 years ago, urging them to move forward. It's a great time.
Yeah, it is.